And last but certainly not least, we're going to hear a few words from our governing body commissioner. Yes, this is organized religion. And we do have our director, His Grace Nityananda Prabhu. He's from Fiji, but he's been the president of our Dallas temple for many years. He has many visionary ideas for spreading God consciousness in our tradition all over the world. And we're very happy that he was able to come. So Nityananda Prabhu, please speak to us. Nityananda Prabhu.
Honorable Mr. Mayor Rothschild, and even more Honorable Mrs. Rothschild, and all of you who have come, all of the guests who have come, and those of you who are from here, the hosts, each and every one of you who's very valued, very valuable person. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness was incorporated in New York, in the year 1966, and that is why this is the 50th anniversary of our society. And in religious circles, religious movements are studied in 50-year cycles. So this is our first birthday. So as you can imagine, for a child in his first birthday, there is not much we could have expected it to do in its first year. Similarly, a movement in its first 50 years is not expected to have achieved much. But by the reckoning of others, not ourselves, but others from other religious circles and non-religious circles, what has been achieved in the last 50 years has been nothing short of truly remarkable. And this has been because of our founder. Of course, everything that happens in this creation happens by the mercy of the Lord, by the will of the Lord. It is said that not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Lord. And the movement of a blade of grass is not that significant. But the founder, when he came to the United States, he was asked, why did you come to the US? Because at the time, there was this talk about a prediction that people were reading about from Nostradamus, a very famous person, where in the mid-60s a person from the East would come to the West and spread a religious culture that would permeate the planet. And so the question was whether the United States was going to be converted to any particular religion outside of Christianity. And so when he was interviewed, he answered the question by saying that I came to America to give America God. And unlike the other Swamis who have come from India, I have not come to beg, I've come to give. This attitude has made such a big difference to what has happened in the United States and all over the world. As Sureshwar Prabhu introduced me, I have come from the tiny island of Fiji. Most people have very little idea about this country, Fiji, so particularly unknown country, and in my case, an unknown person. But by the influence of the teachings of our founder, Srila Prabhupada, I was able to do some service. He defined the word service as expression of love. One of the things that's been unique to him is that he redefined a lot of English words. So I don't think you'll find a dictionary where the word service is defined as expression of love. But truly, that is the real meaning of the word service, because we are all actually creatures of love. Each and every one of us has a desire to be loved and to love others. And in our scriptures it is said that that is actually the purpose of life, to be loved and to love others, to be happy and to give happiness to others. Both of these go together, hand in hand. So in the Bhagavad Gita, which has been spoken about today, the Lord says that I am the seed-giving father of all living entities. That God is the seed-giving father of all living entities. And if you think about that fact, if you just meditate upon that point, any good father would want that their children would do better than they did. Parents would want that their children would do better than they did. And this is the unique feature of the message that Srila Prabhupada came to this world with. That actually the Lord loves us so much that He wants us to be greater than Him, which in religious circles would be considered sacrilegious to speak about. But actually it's not at all sacrilegious, because it's based on pure love. God is the greatest, He's also the greatest lover. And love means to free others, to give others happiness beyond their expectations. And this is what the movement has been trying to deliver. So far, we've been acting as an organized religion, as I was introduced just earlier. But actually, religion cannot be organized, because religion means to free people. Organization means to control people. This is why most of America and most of the world is turning away from organized religion. Because it's natural for religion not to be organized. It is unnatural for religion to be organized. And this was the message of Srila Prabhupada. So far we have been focusing on education, but for the next 50 years, the focus will now be on each person. Each and every one of us is a child of God. And each and every one of us, from the point of view of God, is more important than Him. If you can just meditate on that one point, we would have made a very important contribution to this planet. And if we can work together, if we can cooperate together to put this message out, so that every person, nay, every living entity, will feel happy to be in this world and to live a life, a complete life of knowledge and happiness, then each and every one of us would have succeeded. Otherwise, combinedly, we would be considered a failure. Thank you very much.